go, check. Hawk 70, Hawk 7. Hey, check that. Ready?
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Trap 50.
Stroud on third down now. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Cycle, 3. Correcto, 10.
Well, the first carry here for Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Ritter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Will Anderson makes it. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of it.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes, left side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it, but for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Texans nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check it.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
7 Pirates.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Warriors 70.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it will be Falcon football.
At their own 38-yard line.
Okay,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Blue strike. Drill green. Ready.
Ritter now. Short throw caught by Pitts. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Ritter. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Now, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson. 20! And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 75. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Koo now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Texans nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Stroud. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here we go.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Going for it with Pierce. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 17-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Falcons 17. Texans
Second quarter now. San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, able to avoid him. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Ritter on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd down and a run by Robinson. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Come on, set.
This now a 3rd and 4.
You don't blue. Six, mega.
Ritter back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ready.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Panther Street. Ready.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
60 Eagle.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19 tight.
Now they change things up. Stroud will throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Ready.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Slide through.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Will Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here we go.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Ritter to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Got it. Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
'70 Ranger. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Stroud looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
70 Timberwolf. Alert.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mustang 19, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Rig alert.
In motion left goes Watson.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. It got his man, complete. Touchdown. Alec Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ready, break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Ritter going to change up the look. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 10.
1st down, here's Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Fight 60. Let's go. Charge.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
They're on the 11-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now 2nd and 3. On the draw, Robinson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Ready?
Robinson up the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Trap 60, trap 60. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, red.
A give left side to Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ready, set.
2nd down and 8.
Trouble, 38.
And London motioning left.
Strike, strike.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Drill, 52. Black Ultra. Quad Ray. Black Shot. Hut.
Back to throw. Touchdown Falcons. Kadarius Toney, 29 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much... They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
Right back to him on 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Ritter. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Milton Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Blue strike. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something.
He's got a man, complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Stroud will look to throw once more. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. Touchdown, Texans. KJ Hamler, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Stroud. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
The score, Falcons 41, Texans 13. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. gain on the play. Brings up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Ritter. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here.
79 Broncos.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Stroud looking to change the play.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 9. Brings up
3rd and 1, Stroud.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game. telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Strikers, 3-3. 22 needle. Drill green. Hut, hut.
Here's Ritter. Running free at the 45. Still going inside the 20.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Coup for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
48, Texans 13. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing on second and long.
Stroud, he's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And my goodness, another interception.
Clark Phillips has got it. To the 20.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Watch out now. 50. Smith red. Zach Hunt.
Up the middle they go. It's Bass. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. 2 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
On the double.
Here's a second and 8.
Ready.
Robinson on a give right side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
19 Lions.
Stroud working out of the gun. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
San Antonio forced down. First and 10
Here we go,
at the 22-yard line.
Hurt. 18, 5 in. 19 tight. Go.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
18 Rattler. Ready?
And Stroud now to throw.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players